All right, welcome back into the channel and welcome in for another video, Eagles Syndicate family. Today, I want to touch on a topic through two preseason games that has had the Eagles fans at least going a little crazy, stir crazy, I would say, on Twitter. And that is, should the Eagles be playing their starters, at least on offense, in some of these preseason games? Now, obviously, I know from a fan perspective, we are all itching and dying to see Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley and A.J. Brown touch the field for this football team in an actual game setting. But would it be the smart thing to do? And that's what this coaching staff has to think. And I actually think that head coach Nick Sirianni gave a very good and very cogent answer when asked about this last night. He said that he didn't think it was fair to his players after the joint practice on Tuesday, where they played about 80 snaps of, competitive football against the New England Patriots, to turn around as early as Thursday and see some in-game action. And for starters, I want to say this. I like that transparency from this team. A lot of times NFL teams, even the Eagles included, will try to beat around the bush or hide what they're thinking. And for certain issues that sometimes it doesn't even matter. It is okay to just transparently say what Sirianni said. I actually didn't want to play the starters because I thought they were at higher risk for injury due to fatigue and conditioning and after all the play that they had on Tuesday. That is a very fine answer. Now, Vic Fangio on the defensive end, he's a little old school, so he said, you get out there and you play. But we're not here to talk about the defense. Should the offense be playing? I will say that I do believe the offense should have gotten a series or two by now, whether it was week one because you knew that in week two you weren't going to want to play them because you were looking ahead, or in week two, just even after the practice, give them a series or two. And let me explain. All offseason, we've been hearing very good things about the Eagles' offense, right? Jalen Hurts has had the longest training camp streak without throwing an interception in Eagles history. And I do think that a lot of that is the Kellen Moore offense, right? An offense that's designed to have a quarterback who gives what is given to him. Jalen Hurts seemingly has done that, right? Saquon Barkley, new in the system, A.J. Brown, Smitty, Goddard. We know what the team has from a talent perspective. But an offense that was so bad down the stretch last year, they should get some in-game action before week one. And it's not because, Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Smitty, or Saquon's fighting for their job. Everybody knows that that is the starters going in. And when you do have that level of offensive firepower and star ability and security in a position, no, I don't think that they should play as much as the defensive players who we don't even know who the starting linebackers are going to be week one because there's an active battle. We don't know who the starting cornerback two is going to be week one because there's an active battle. But I would like to have some sense of, this offense looks good. This offense is going to be fun. This is what they're going to be doing. And from a strategy perspective, I guess I get the sense of let's not show our hand, but you don't have to show your hand in terms of really interesting play calling. But put Jalen Hurts out there for a drive against the Patriots defensive starters. Jalen Hurts struggled last season with interceptions. He didn't throw them in the joint practice, but let's see what happens in a game. And you're going to have to play the offensive starters because you're going to keep him healthy, especially on that offensive line. But let's see Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts get a little repertoire in game built up. Let's see A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith out there with some of these other wide receivers. I don't see why we can't do that. Because, and whether you like it or not, there is a level of, you duped us last year as fans. It was a bad season. I know you look at the final box scores, 11 wins, and, Jalen Hurts had the most passing yards of his career, and you'd be like, it was a good year. It was not a good season. The Eagles got lucky to 11 wins. That was more of a 8 or 9 win team that lucked into a couple because of the level of talent on the team. But scheme-wise, it wasn't there. Now, here's what I will say. The offense being so confident that they don't feel the need to play any preseason game. They better come out and be good week 1. The defense, I'm fine giving a little leeway to. A lot of young players, Fangio's playing them. You got battles. Yeah, I'm willing to give Fangio a runway of, 3-4 weeks to figure out rotations and who should be playing. The offense better be pinpoint week 1. I mean, versus Green Bay in Brazil, the offense better be solid. A.J. Brown, Smitty, Jalen, Saquon, Goddard, that O-line, Paris Campbell, everybody better be on the same page. Because you are foregoing the in-game reps of getting on the same page. And I get it. The main argument is injury. Yeah, and especially last night, we saw some injuries to Eagles players. So I hear you. And I do think Sirianni's truth of joint practice Tuesday, preseason game Thursday, didn't want to risk it, is fine. They should have played in week 1, and they should certainly play. I would send them out there for multiple drives week 3 at this point, because when you look at Andy Reid and the Kansas City Chiefs, what are they doing? Well, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Pacheco, the starters who have won back-to-back Super Bowls, and we are probably, as an NFL fan, what offense are you most confident in? It is the Chiefs. How could it not be? They played a whole quarter. This weekend, they're set to play a whole half. But this Eagles offense is so good that they don't even have to play a drive, a series. It better be. It better be. Because if I watch an offense similar to last year that is unprepared, not on the same page, and comes out the gate slow, and I know that this coaching staff actively chose to forego these guys getting real in-game reps together, I'm not going to be a happy camper about it. I'll say that quite frankly. Do I think that this derails the season? No. But you come out and you start 2-2 in the first couple weeks, the 1 seed could be gone at the end of the year. And we know how much home field advantage could matter in these playoffs. A lot of the good teams in the NFC are Dome or West Coast good weather teams. San Francisco, the Rams, the Lions, the Falcons, even Dallas to an extent. These are teams that are used to playing in nice weather in a dome. The 1 seed matters for Philly. So every week matters. It's a real home field advantage. And to think that could be punted on for arrogance in the preseason isn't something I am a fan of. Now, again, I'm not jumping to a conclusion. I'm not saying what it is. I'm not saying what it isn't. But it is something to keep your eye on. Let me know in the comment section, do you think that the Eagles starters on offense should have gotten any reps this far in the preseason? Or are you on the side of the coaching staff of bubble wrapping these guys up, having them ready to go for week 1 because you like what you've heard out of training camp? Let me know in the comment section. I'll be answering everybody that's talking Birds football. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you love the Eagles. We got a lot of coverage coming for you guys this season. Hit the thumbs up button. I will catch you guys next time. Peace. Fly, Eagles, fly.